and welcome back to my new podcast, Neo, Voyage through the Solar Mind. Every civilization has dreamers, but once in a while, the universe answers one of them. Neo was not special because he was strong, rich, or gifted. He was special because he listened. While the world chased noise, Neo chased meanings. While others scrolled through glowing screens, Neo looked beyond them into the sky that never advertised itself, yet held everything. On the night his journey began, the stars did not feel distant. They felt intentional. A moving light broke the pattern of the sky, bending reality around it. The air vibrated, not violently, but deliberately. And before Neo could step back or scream or question his sanity, the earth released him. Neo floated in silence, surrounded by a silver presence that felt older than this time, yet strangely familiar. A voice emerged, not loud but commanding, but absolute. Astray, you're not chosen because you are important. You are chosen because you are ready. Before Neo could respond, space unfolded. The solar system revealed itself, not as diagrams from textbooks, but as living entities. Massive, breathing, constitutions in ways humans had forgotten to imagine. The journey began with speed that felt like thought itself. Mercury burned like an exploded nowhere near the sun. Up close, it was not just heat. It was pressure, instability, constant adaptation. The surface shifted endlessly, metallic, planes flowing like a memory. Here lived the pharaohs, beings of living metal and thermal intelligence. They did not build cities, they became them. One pharaoh spoke, its voice echoing like tectonic movement. We are what remains when comfort is stripped away. Solar flares crashed across the horizon. Neo felt the intensity, not physically but mentally. Mercury demanded resilience. The pharaohs did not resist change. They surrendered to it and evolved. Neo realized something unsettling. More suffering comes out not from change but from refusing it. Venus welcomed him with the beauty that felt deceptive. Golden clouds wrapped up the planet in softness, but beneath them exists crushing pressure, both physical and emotional. The Amotari lived here, beings whose entire civilizations was built on emotional intelligence. They did not hide pain. They studied it. They did not suppress desire, they understood it. As Neo stepped forward, emotions overwhelmed him. Grief, he never proceeded. Joy, he never celebrated. Fear, he never admitted. He nearly collapsed. An immortal elder steadied him. You humans treat emotion like an enemy, she said. But emotion is data. Ignored data destroys systems. Neo stayed longer on Venus than expected. He learned that emotional maturity was not sensitivity, it was clarity. From a distance, Earth appeared perfect. Closer, it was complicated. Neo saw humanity from orbit, its contradictions magnified. Technology advancing faster than wisdom, connection growing alongside loneliness, intelligence exploring without direction. He saw artists and soldiers, teachers and giants, lovers and survivors. Astrid spoke softly. Earth is young, powerful, undecided. Neo felt pride and shame simultaneously. He understood now progress without constitutions is collapsed. Delayed. Mars was silent but not empty. Ruins stretched across red plains. Remains of a civilization that once revealed Earth's potential. Cain, the last martyr, stood among them. We mastered survival, Cain said, but forgot empathy. Mars taught Neo about the ambition with a balance, about civilizations that expanded outward while eroding inward. Strength, Neo learned, it's not dominance, it is restraint. Jupiter was not a planet, it was a system. Storms larger than Earth collided endlessly. Floating structures hovered with gravitational chaos. The aeronauts, beings of pressure and motion, thrived here. They respected force, but worshipped control. One laugh as lightning wrapped around him. Powers test character faster than poverty ever could. Neo held steady as winds tried to tear him apart. Here, he learned leadership begins where ego ends. Saturn slowed everything. Time behaved differently. The rings resonated with frequencies that felt like memories, civilizations rising and falling, choices echoing across centuries. The chronomy showed Neo possible futures. Some where he stayed silent, some where he spoke. None were easy. Wisdom, he learned, is not knowing outcomes, but accepting responsibility for influence. Uranus shifted his sense of direction. Nothing as aligned as expected. Cultures thrived by redefining norms, not defending them. Neo realized how often intelligence is dismissed simply because it challenges comfort. Neptune was depth, endless cold, introspective depth. The Nevalet lived beneath oceans of pressure and darkness, communicating through thought and dream. Not everything is real is visible, they whispered. Neo listened more than he spoke. That changed him the most. Pluto waited at the edge, small, ignored, yet conscientious. Lumo, the childlike guardian, represented forgotten truths. Ideas dismissed as insignificant, people overlooked. Because they didn't fit metrics of value, Neo understood them. A civilization is judged not by what it celebrates, but by what is abundance. The journey ended where it began. Neo returned not as a hero, not as a savior, but as a witness. Astriel's final words echoed. You're not meant to escape Earth. You're meant to understand it. Neo looked up one last time. The stars no longer felt distant. They felt connected. Thank you for listening to my story.